Hey students, we are on lesson 3-5, multiply 3-digit numbers by 2-digit numbers. Here is our learning goal. I can multiply 3-digit numbers by 2-digit numbers. And we are on page 97. If you don't have your workbook and your pencil, please pause the video, go get that, and I'm gonna click over to our solve and share. Alrighty, a local charity collected 163 cans of food each day for 14 days. How many cans did they collect in all? So, I'm going to have you pause right here, give this a try. Either use the box method, partial products, or the standard algorithm. Okie dokie. Let's go ahead and give it a try. We have 163 times 14. So, you could set it up like this for your standard algorithm, or we could split it into thirds, and we would have 160 and 3. And then we'd split it this way for 10 and 4. And so inside of each of these, we're doing a lot of multiplication. So you would have your 100 times 10 here, 60 times 10 here, and then 3 times 10 here. So we've got 1,000, we have 600, and then 3 times and 30 right there. Now I can do my 100 times 4 here to get 400. My 60 times 4 to get 240, right? 6 times 4 would be 24, plus my 0. And then I would have 4 times 3 to have 12 for my partial products. So I can take these partial products and add them all together. So we have 1,000. We have 600, we have 400, we have 240, we have 30, and we have 12. And I can add them all together. So I've got my zeros and my 2, just a 2. And then I've got zeros, 4 plus 3 plus 1. Well, 4 plus 1 is 5, and then 5 plus 3 is 8. I can kind of switch that around, using compatible numbers to make addition a little easier. We've got that again, 6 plus 4, well, that's 10, plus 2 is 12, carry my 1, 1 and 1 would be 2. So 2,282. Let's go ahead and try it the standard way. 4 times 3, well, that's 12. And then 4 times 6, that's 24, plus 1 more is 25. And then 4 times 1 is 4, plus 2 is 6. So we have our 652 there. Okay, let's go ahead and look at our next one. And if you look at this, if I took my 400 plus 240, I would have 640 plus 12 more would be 652. So these 3 numbers on this bottom row is this part of my multiplication. Okay, my next one, I need to crisscross out the numbers that I've already done, add my 0 here with my smiley face. Okay. So now I'm going to take 1 times 3, but the reason why we have that 0 here there is because this is really a 10. So it's like we're taking 10 times 3, well, that's 30. And 1 times 3 is 3. You got your 30 there. That's why that 0 here is filled in there. 1 times 6 is 6. And then 1 times 1 is 1. And again, really this is 10 times 60, which would give us 600, right? And so if this was that's the 6 that we added there. We have a 6 in our 100 spot. So this 0 here just makes our place value make sense. So when I add them together, and if I look at the top of this, I would have 1,630, 1,630. So these partial products are just broken down a little bit more than in our standard algorithm. So 2 plus 0 is 2, 5 plus 3 is 8, 6 and 6 is 12. Carry my 1 over 1 and 1 is 2. We get 2,282. Okay, let's talk through our visual learning bridge over on the next page. We're on page 98. And we've got some donuts. I wish I really had some donuts, right? That would be nice. Last month, a bakery sold 389 boxes of, oh, they're bagels. Well, they look like donuts. Okay, whatever. How many bagels did the store sell last month? Find 12 times 389. So The first thing that they're doing right here is you can use all partial products or you can use the standard algorithm. So these are all the partial products broken down with the box method. And they're showing like, okay, they're 2 times 9, that would be 18. 2 times 80, because this 8 is worth 10, is 160. 2 times 300, so they're showing it with really a lot of partial products, but they're just breaking it down how we would multiply with the standard algorithm. So 2 times 300, well, that would be 600. And then they moved over to the 1, which is really a 10, which is why we put in the 0 here on the other one. So they did 10 times 9, well, that's 90. 10 times 80, which would be right here, 800. And then 10 times 300, which would give us 3,000. And then they added them all together. And so if we were to draw it all out with our box, these would be our partial products there. Let's go ahead and look at the bottom of the page and our standard algorithm. So first, multiply the ones and regroup as needed. Our 2 times 9 is 18. 2 times 8, that's 16, plus my one more, they didn't circle it, is 17. So we carry one more over, circle it. 2 times 3 is 6, plus one more is 7. So our first part of it is 778. Now they're going to multiply their 1 times 9, which is why we put that 0 here in there, because really this is a 10. So 1 times 9 is 9, and then we can just fill in. 1 times 8 is 8, 1 times 3 is 3. It's always nice when you got a 1 down there. Okay, and then they're going to add them together and get the 4,668 bagels, not donuts. I guess Miss Collins just has donuts on the brain. Okay, over to our guided practice. We're going to work through 1 or 2, and then, whoop, that's backwards, not so great. And then we are going to, I'm going to give you a couple problems to try on your own, and then we'll check them in small group. Okie dokie. A theater can seat 540 people at one time. How many tickets are sold if the theater sells every seat for one 30-day month? That was kind of hard for me to read. I don't know why. Okay, so the full theater is 540 people. If it's selling out, it's selling all of the tickets. And so if there's 30 days in a month that they're selling every single day, then I need to take my 540 spots and multiply it by the 30 days where it's sold out every single day. Must be a great show, right? Maybe I would go. So we can multiply it with the standard algorithm like that, or you could do the box method. They don't really give you enough room here, do they? And where we would have our 500, our 40, and 500. Oh, we don't really need 3. Oh, because I don't have a number in my ones place, so I don't have anything to multiply there. And then this way, we really just need the 30 because I don't have a 0 there. And so now I can do my 500 times 30. Well, 5 times 3, that's 15. Add 1, 2, 3 zeros. So we get 15,000 there. And then 40 times 30, well, 4 times 3 is 12, plus my 2 zeros. So we get 1,200, and then we can add them together. Like so. And we get 16,200 tickets. That's a lot of tickets. I wonder what they were playing. Something good. Okay, let's go ahead and work through a couple of these. I'm going to do one standard way, one box way, and then I'll give you 2 to try on your own before math groups. So we have 236 times 46. I might write this a little bigger up here so you can see what I'm doing. You are working in it right here on your page while I am working it up here a little bit on mine. So the first thing we have is 6 times 6. Well, 6 times 6 is 36. 6 times 3 is 18, plus 3 more, 19, 20, 21. So I bring my 1 down because that's what's in my ones place, and 2 up over there. 6 times 2 is 12, plus my 2 more, 13, 14. There we go. Now, I'm going to crisscross out the numbers that I have already used in my problem. I'm going to add in my 0 here, and we are going to multiply in our tens place, which is why that 0 here is there. So 4 times 6, well, that's 24. 4 times 3 is 12, plus 2 more, 13, 14. Carry my 1. Got a lot of carries. 4 times 2 is 8, plus 1 more is 9. And I'm going to add this together, and I'll have to erase a little at the end. 6 plus 0 is 6. 1 plus 4 is 5. 4 plus 4 is 8. 1 plus 9 is 10. So we get 10,856. Okay, let's try one with the box method. I might try to get a darker marker. This one's losing its juice. Okay, so for this one we had 16th. Oh, no. We didn't have that. We had 10,000, sorry, 856. Okay, let's give this one a try, but let's use box method. So we have 60 and 1 and 20 and 5. So this would be 60 times 20. 6 times 2 is 12, plus your 2 zeros. 20 times 1 would just be 20. That's nice. 60 times 5. 5 times 6 is 30, plus your 0. And then 5 times 1, well, that's just 5. So now I can take all my partial products, my 1200, my 300, my 20, and my 5, and add them together. So zeros plus 5 is just 5. Zeros and 2, just 2. 2 plus 3 is 5, and our 1. So we get 1,525 right there. I would like you to try number 5 and number 6, and then we will talk about them in small group. Great job.